Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Running left, Mason. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. To the air with McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Leonard McCarthy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line. Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete to Addison on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Mason going to get it on first down. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 5.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. McCarthy working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, Panthers 3. Go!
Toss play to Mason. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third down, here's Mason. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That's a a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 30 at 13-10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now it's Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. It's the first time that looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Kappa. Go.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. That's some space here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they got themselves a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Set. 380. Set.
On first down, it's Hampton to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. Well, guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
380. Black 80. Black.
Here's Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. A good pickup there at 22.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of the best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Set. 380.
Harris running straight ahead. Fights him off. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7.
Set. 380. Ready.
Toward the pylon, caught. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Chargers, first down. First down and goal to go.
Set. Kappa. Set.
Harris will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield to get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Extra point try now from Dicker. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
That's the score. Chargers 20, Vikings 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A nice little juke. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll hand it to Mason. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On the give, it's Mason.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1. And I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He'll get this complete to Trey Harris. And in the out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive? Answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Lion.
Herbert. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert now.
Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's another Chargers first down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Herbert back to the air. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Herbert going to give to Hampton.
And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A 33-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Delta,
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Black 80, black. Ready.
From the 50, here's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Set. Ready. Route.
To the air again, Herbert. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a deep one for Johnston.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown.
Quentin Johnston,
32 yards.
and the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here's McCarthy. That's complete to Dobbs. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. On the screen, this is Mason. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Mason. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Vikings 20. To kick off.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
We go 0 to 100 real quick. Maybe on that rapid pay the bills. And now I'm fitted, not even a little bit. Oh, Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Lion. Ready.
Open man, right side. That's McConkey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Running money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich, got broke, coming slow, 6 racks on the sweater.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Set. Delta. Set. Go.
A draw play, Hampton. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
380.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. For short yardage, trying to pick up first downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Set. 380.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Baylor Tiger. Hey, I got him, man. I got him. Motion. Reset. Set.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Up the middle, it's Hampton.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Granted, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Herbert running left off the option. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He has enough for the first down, and the keeper a gain of 6.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Home the troops right. Set.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Wide 80. Wide 80 hot.
Back to throw here, Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris, he scored on the ground and through the air. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Dicker down, attack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Chargers 37, Vikings 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the highest metric. The city just made a sweep with the diabetic. They mouth full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
That is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. Boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
To the air with McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now Gordon on 1st down. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing is McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Trying to put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Now McCarthy.
He's got Mason complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Complete. Jefferson to target.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, but that last one earning them a new set of downs.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To the air again, McCarthy.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Let's go.
3rd and goal, McCarthy.
He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
With his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point forthcoming.
Up for the extra point.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. is back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And it'll end here as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set. Delta. Set. Set.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Good play from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
Why did it
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that would cover beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Lion. Ready.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
18 Cardinal.
In motion, the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They'll run with Harris. And pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 79 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing what ways that
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Cap it.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Set. 380. Set.
On third down, here's Harris. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Here's second down.
Looking to throw. McCarthy to Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 30. First down, Minnesota.
This is 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the gun. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Intended for TJ.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
So no shortage of offense in this game. A very clean game, too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for the Chargers,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6.